Hello, AD. Stretching my legs after the train travel. I might need a cowboy hat to keep the midges off. I don't know how good quality the video is because it'll be picking up on the mobile Wi-Fi, but I'll see if I can walk you a little bit. I feel a little bit like I'm an American werewolf scene and by myself, walking through a dark woods. Hiya, James. I'm just waiting for somebody to walk by and wonder what I'm doing. Absolutely no real bird life to speak of. Beautiful walk there. So that's the River Airn, and this is Lady Mary's Walk. Hi, Barbara. Oh, I'm going to walk in some dog walkers shortly. I think the hockey mask is probably to keep the midges off. I'm surprised it's not breaking up the Wi-Fi. I'll probably look at it and it'll be all pixelated. Evening. You're in Perthshire in Scotland. A pigeon over there. See a couple of pigeons. was hoping might have seen the heron again, but I suppose that was too much to ask on the first night. We left at 9:50 this morning, and I think we got into Perth about near to 5 o'clock. So got to our final destination about 5:30, 6. So about 7.5, 8 hours travelling. Look at that for a tree stump. try and give it some perspective. I'm really surprised it's not pixelating like mad there. Usually when I go live, it just becomes a jumble of dots. I was going to mention Carry On movies then, but I won't. Bye, James. I better not go too far and get mugged on the first night. I think I've probably walked about 2 miles. What you find out with a lot of nature walk nowadays though is they look very natural, but you get to the end of about 2, 3, 4 mile stretch and then you just hit a road and that's the end of it. Oh, thank you. The water's definitely getting faster up this end. You can see sort of the sun setting a little bit up there. Definitely don't want to do this in the dark going back. There's like tree roots over the path and big boulders. Do tell me if it starts pixelating and I'll end it, but I'll see if I can go a little bit more. And now the weather was supposed to be bad in Scotland and it actually turned out lovely. I think there might be quite a lot of peat under this water because it's very dark. Can everybody actually hear me all right? Is it quite faint? I reckon it's about 18, 19 degrees here. I was going to put a coat on, but I thought if I start walking, I'm going to get too warm. There's some lovely benches down here, very rustic. I think what I'll do if it's okay with you lot is I'll take you back around with me, if that's alright. Evening. I just wonder how many hundreds of years old some of these trees are. All I can smell is, I imagine it's wild garlic or something similar. It's very, very sweet and slightly herbal. You're a northerner, of course we say hello to people. That's down south. Perp, rurp, smirk, kirk, ull, fern. I'm off down road for smirk and have a fern. I'm not sure if this river goes into the turret burn that goes into Glen Turret Distillery. It'd be underneath it anyway, but the water's actually going in the opposite direction, so I'm not sure if they're connected in some way. Maybe the turret burn runs off into it somewhere. Here's another one of the wonderful benches. I need my daughter with me. She's obviously the heron good luck charm. Oh yes, Whiskey Distillery I think will be tomorrow. Quite honestly, it's so expensive to drink whiskey at the distillery now. I usually just go for coffee. Very good coffee. When I first came here 25 years ago, you used to do a whiskey tour, and I think it got 4 whiskies and the tour, I think £15. I'm just looking out for werewolves. Swapping arms there because I just realised that that's the me bad arm from holding the camera too much. I haven't got a stabiliser on this phone, so you're probably all feeling a bit seasick. Well, it seems churlish not to have a little walk out. Bring you all along with me. Especially as the next few days might be pure rain. I'm surprised I've not seen any ducks or anything there on the river. Just wonder if it's a little bit later in the year than when I came about 6 weeks ago, and it is getting darker earlier, so I just wonder if they get somewhere to rest up on the night. Don't say boo. By myself, I'll jump. It's like a setting for Scandi Noir. YouTuber found beside a river. Right, I'll end it with a nice bit of still video because there's a bench here that looks into the river. So I'll give you a minute where I'm not actually walking around jostling the camera. And this is the next bench. You can have that view to finish. Can hear some geese somewhere around. No, pure vegetarian. I did see somebody who was doing the tickling the fish down the river earlier. So he was actually stood in the river with his hands underneath. Hello, Lord Michael. Don't think we'll be lucky tonight and see the heron. I've seen quite a few anglers down here. If you don't mind, I'll take you for a little bit more of a walk. I'll take you to there's the junction. I don't think you can see the bench up ahead. And I occasionally go the wrong way. And if you go left, you end up walking up very small tracks and hills and old railway lines, which is incredibly dangerous. So I've got to remember to go right beside the river. Otherwise, when the sun goes down, I shall find it incredibly hard getting out of here. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely. You don't really get worried by people because you have a lot of running groups down here, people walking the dogs constantly, so it's well used. So there's a bit of a, I think you call them in South Africa, a ha-ha, sort of a dry ditch there. With water running off in winter. So if I go up there, I'll never get out of here. So I've got to remember to go down here. And there's actually, I don't know if somebody's brought sand in, there's actually a really small beach here, which is just quite bizarre. I'm not really sure how you get a beach beside a river. Why you'd have a deposit of sand here. And here it is, a little beach. Yeah, I've said hello to about maybe 3 or 4 people. But this does, I mean, somebody was telling me they saw, must have been the maybe salmon spawning here, and there was just hundreds and hundreds of little fish in the water. It was like almost like boiling water. There was just so many of the movement, and we saw the amount of bubbles. This is why you don't want to walk back late at night. It's literally boulders and tree roots. And you've sort of got to jump between them. So it's a good idea not to have gone to the pub before this. Is the picture quality still alright? It's not a bunch of dots yet. Here we go, that's why I've got to careful with my feet. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
So if you can see the midges. Beautiful evening.
Yeah.
This is a bit where I've just posted where I don't know if anybody remembers the 1960s, 70s movie, The Land That Time Forgot, and the giant plants that try to eat people. I'll hold the camera down here. Look at the size of theirs. It's like some prehistoric rainforest. Yeah, certainly have that sort of stem to them. I'm certainly not going to touch them there because knowing my luck, everything here will probably cause me to itch. And there's one of the leaves broken. It separates in quite a lot of directions, this river. From there, this is where you're going to hear me huffing and puffing now. These are one of the hills I've got to go up.
Hi there, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Thanks. I think,
When you get to the end of here, there's an old bridge which was part of I think it was an old Highland line. Basically, there's a spa here in Crieff called the Hydra. It's still a beautiful building, and they did have a railway line here, which probably went during the Beecham cuts. You do come to where the bridge was. A mundane bench for us oldies. I think the thing is, if I do the walk tonight, and if it rains the rest of the week, at least I've had one walk. And also I've sat. So this is the bridge that would have been part of the Crieff railway line. It's a beautiful stone. And that's the other embankment over there. And if I'd taken that other turn, I would literally have to come over that and down this little side bit, which I did last time with the help of my daughter, who I used as a walking stick. Just when you're down to a little bit, there's like a little beach area. If I don't kill myself walking down this embankment. Now I've got my youngest daughter with me and the wife this time, so she's come up to see her mother. The eldest actually getting her A-level results on Thursday. And look, somebody's actually made a stern circle. There's a tree down over there. Hiya, James. So if I can run back up here. The aroma of wild garlic is quite intoxicating. I'm not quite sure if I like it or not. Just about alive. I might need a rest after this. I think you're all being too calm, because usually when I do live feed, even quite close to home, it usually just ends up looking like a snowstorm. Unless they've got some sort of Wi-Fi tower or something around here. There you go, I can just about see the end. Got a big hill to climb to get back to the house. So I should turn back around. There's a beautiful Scottish cottage over there. I don't know if you can see much of it. Right, I'm going to say good night, everybody. Hope you all have a nice evening. I'm certainly warm now. I came out and I was nice and cool. I've certainly made myself warm. Right, night night, everybody. Night night.